Boom. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mostly Football. I am Dylan. He is Nate. It's been a while. We're back. We got preseason football action, baby. First Hall of Fame game had some odd million viewers, way more than any WNBA game ever. So that's a fun start to the season. Carson Beck looking good. Haynes King looking good. Beck's not playing right now. Cardinals are playing the Raiders, and Kirk Cousins just had his first touchdown pass as a Raider, so that's exciting. A couple more games. We got some AMA, some Ask Me Anything. We got a few questions submitted tonight, so we get to go over that. A little bit of NFL news, some signings, and then I figured we could wrap this up with some bargain draft values at the end. Nate, how's it going?
Man, it's going. It's been a very this has been a very eventful week. Let's say that.
Yes, indeed. You just had a birthday. Your daughter is going back to school. I don't know if you wanted to talk about, some of the other stuff that you had mentioned to TJ and I. We could save that for just private stuff. But if you want to talk about it, I'm more than willing. If not, we can leave it out.
Yeah, it's been a very eventful. It's been a very emotional week.
Yeah.
Like that. But football.
How about I say this? How about it was just this June. You know how June's been traditionally Gay Pride Month.
Right.
I don't know if it's always been this way or if it just started this year, but I guess June is also now men's mental health month. And of course, like any other thing that just has a month, I thought it was silly, but the total concept of mental health is not silly, even though I may make a joke here and there. And if someone's confiding in me, I may jokingly say that they're gay, but I don't actually mean they're gay. I just try to make light of situations. That's my defense mechanism. Fellas, boys, we got a lot going on. The times have changed since we were kids. The internet, the markets, trying to get a house, trying to raise a family. Everything is very different these days. And if you need to talk to someone, talk to someone.
Absolutely.
If you don't have family, if you don't have friends, there's hotlines, there's internet services, BetterHelp, blah, blah, blah. Please don't ever feel like you're alone in the world, and the best option is no option.
Yes, just say something.
Yes.
But yeah, it's been an eventful week. But hey, you know what? Football helps that sometimes.
Absolutely. And where'd you go to dinner for your birthday?
I went to BJ's. It's a nice little restaurant. It wasn't too bad.
Okay, the BJ's near me is like a old person's buffet, so it must not be that.
No, it's not a buffet. No. So, but it was. Again, my birthday is just another day of the year for me, so it doesn't really excite me. So, if someone does something for me, I'm happy. But if not, I won't lose any sleep over it.
You're what, 25 now?
I wish. I absolutely wish.
So how's the first days of school going? Did you ask Kenzie yet?
Oh shit! I think she had a pretty decent day. She had soccer practice now, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so. She's still getting into the groove of soccer, but we're here now, so ain't nothing we can do about it.
Yep.
So they're saying the full
Monday.
season should start like the weekend of Labor Day week or the weekend after. Something like that.
And that's good. I mean, obviously she's staying with us, so she likes it.
Yeah. So she enjoys it. So, if she loves it, if she like it, I love it.
Yeah.
So her birthday is actually tomorrow. So that's a fun thing.
And I think sometimes we might underestimate because we're so worried about our kids, not just succeeding, but also just not getting hurt, not feeling good enough, not being made fun of, not feeling that like I failed. But also you gotta, sports, martial arts, this stuff brings camaraderie if it's done right. You develop friendships, sometimes lifelong friendships, and it can build your confidence. So there's a lot of, I think sometimes as parents we're always trying to prepare for the worst, but sometimes the best can happen as well.
She feels accepted with this team, so that's why we like it, and that's why we're going to stay with it. So,
yeah,
here we are.
My daughter started kindergarten on Monday, man.
She started.
Very first day of school ever.
Oof. That's the hardest. Well, your daughter's first day of kindergarten was different than my daughter's first day of kindergarten because her first day of kindergarten was COVID. So
Ah,
yeah, we were at home. Yeah,
how wild is that, man?
extremely wild.
Like we're obviously you and I and people our age, people who really went through it are going to remember it, but generations from now, they won't understand the impact that had on people.
Mm-mm.
Uh, obviously, if you lost someone to COVID, I do feel I feel empathy for you. I feel bad for you. I know the total numbers say usually it was older people. If they were younger, usually they had a lot of other health factors going on, some comorbidities. So I don't think it was as deadly and as devastating as the news tried to make it out to be to get ratings. But
Yeah, well,
at the same time, it's not just the tragic deaths that occurred, which obviously is terrible, but it's the people who didn't get to be with their loved ones when they were in that state. It's the people who didn't get to have a wedding, see their baby born, go to a high school graduation. They had like a drive-through high school graduations, all the online classes and the working from home, and just
it was terrible.
it's fucking
What,
crazy.
what? It was terrible, dude.
Only the people living in the moment will truly be able to appreciate. And right now, it's like, I don't want to get too much into this, but I think something that RFK just did recently was reduce the amount of vaccines that are recommended by the CDC for children, and he made it so. Well, they made it. The health department made it so they split up. They didn't take away the MMR vaccine; they split it up, so it's like 3 separate vaccines.
I need to get rid of it. That bastard said on TV and I pleaded the fifth 111 times. No, fuck that. I'm not trying to hear this shit. Fuck you and that vaccine.
Him and his dad.
You would pardon you, dickhead. Just no, fuck that.
And it's I've seen on Facebook 2 people in my friends list have bitched about the things that RFK is doing, and it's like I obviously
Bro,
we're both.
complaining that we were under this strict control. Now, you know what? You can't make people happy.
You can't make people happy. I do wonder if it was a Democratic administration, if they would be as upset about this shit, because people are still playing that red versus blue game. But it's like, why do you want kids? Whatever. I don't want my kids to be stuck all the fucking time.
We're not doing no vaccinations.
How about this? When you were a kid, did you go to a chicken pox party?
No, I had it. I caught it. I don't know how. I caught it from school, so it didn't matter how. I already had it. So
I just remember that was a thing. It's like your kid gets chicken pox, and some parents in the neighborhood are like,
to get it and get it over with.
Let's get the kids together, have them all get it, and we'll get it over with. It's like,
once they get it, you can't get it no more. You'll be done with it.
I don't know. People just the inclination to just run to the doctor every time. I get it, but sometimes you gotta look out for yourself. It's the same thing with policing, man. It's like I'm glad we have the police. I'll never not want police. I think they are responsible for keeping a certain level of order. But the idea that if you think you're safe just because you can call 911,
you'll be dead when you get there.
You're crazy. You should have, if not a firearm, some sort of weapon. You should have a plan if someone breaks into your house. Don't ever think it's not going to happen to you. Don't ever assume just because you're out at the mall, out at the movies, out at wherever you are, that shit can't happen. Because shit can happen in a blink of an eye, and you won't be ready for it because you're not responsible for your own safety, and you need to be.
If I didn't want to get our video taken down, I have all my stuff next to my bed, and it's out in the open. So
there's a beauty of living in this country. Liberty is a part of it, and there's this. I think it's Thomas Jefferson said, "I'd rather live in dangerous liberty than safe enslavement," and that rings true today.
100%.
So how'd you want to? I thought we could start off with some of these questions that the listeners submitted. If you want to get right into the sports stuff,
sure.
Okay. First up, kind of tongue in cheek. I don't know if it was a legitimate question, but it's specifically for you, from our buddy Alan over at Strikeout Beer. I mentioned quick. I'm kind of in Instagram jail right now.
What'd you do?
So I can still post. I can still do all the things I normally do. I can't like run ads, which I never did anyway, and I can't do one other thing, which I never did anyway. But I got in trouble for promoting drug use on my page.
What? Oh, that's
So
an odd one.
I thought I would make a silly post. I was wearing my Strikeout Beer shirt, and I wanted to just like, send a shout out to those boys over there. So I put a picture of me in the shirt, and the caption was, it was like July 25th or something. The caption was, "Go and sign up for Strikeout Beer Patreon. Until the end of the month, they're giving away 2 pounds of fentanyl."
Oh, Jesus.
And then I put a space in between that, and then I said, "Not really, but sign up anyway." And damn it, you're supposed to be able to appeal that shit. So I put it. They said I'd hear back in 4 days. Never did. Just like Walmart said they call me back about being able to work there ever again. Never did. I can never work at Walmart again. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that's no. You Instagram is weird on what they allow and what they don't allow.
Next time I want to do something like that, I just got to spell it weird.
Maybe you gotta misspell it.
But yeah, this is the question from Alan to you. How many games will Cam Newton play this season?
He's such an ass. He is a complete ass. The answer to that would be 0. He's not. He might as well just go ahead and retire. I know he's saying he's not retired, but at this point, dude, just retire. You might as well just officially retire like everybody else.
Well, it is super relevant because our boy Cam is up for the Hall of Fame in the next season.
He ain't gonna get it.
You don't think so?
No. Not a first ballot. No.
So I wrote down his accolades, and it's pretty fucking long. This is just NFL records that he holds. It's not rookie records. It's not Panthers records. This is just NFL records. Offensive rookie of the year, 2011. MVP / offensive player of the year, 2015. First team All-Pro, 2015. 3-time Pro Bowl. Most career rushes attempted by a quarterback. Most games with a pass and rush touchdown, which was just beat by Josh Allen in 2025. Only player with at least 30 pass touchdowns and 10 rush touchdowns in a season. Most combined yards in his first 5 seasons. Most passing yards in his debut game, 422 in your first game. First player with 4,000 pass yards and 500 rush yards in a season. First player with 3,000 pass yards and 500 rush yards in 5 consecutive seasons. So that's a testament to staying healthy. First quarterback to rush for 100 rushing yards and pass for 300 passing yards with 5 touchdowns in a single game. First quarterback with 10 rushing touchdowns in multiple seasons. First player in the Super Bowl era to pass for 300 plus yards and rush for multiple touchdowns in a playoff game. So, I mean,
I think at some point he might get in. Just coming from an accolade standpoint, yeah, I don't know if his numbers are good enough to get in. Like his yardage, his total yardage, passing, rushing, and total touchdowns, I don't think it's going to be enough to get him in.
Gotcha.
I don't know. They don't do. I don't know how they do the Pro Bowl, the Hall of Fame anymore, because anybody's just getting in at this fucking point. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if his numbers, if his stats would be enough to get him into the Hall of Fame. The Super Bowl win would have probably helped him,
right?
But because you look at Drew Brees. Drew Brees had the stats and the Super Bowl. I don't think Cam has that.
Yeah, I should have looked up where he is, like all-time passing yards. He's got to be top 5 for quarterback rushing yards, but
probably top 5 in rushing. But I don't think. But the craziest thing is he had 3 Pro Bowls.
Yeah, it does seem low, right?
I feel like he had some really good seasons.
Yeah,
while he was in Carolina.
He already has 1, so.
But yeah, I don't see him. I don't see him being a first ballot Hall of Famer on this one. He might get it second time, but I don't see him getting it on the first round.
I think he will be. I think the only thing preventing it would just be like people's vibe toward him for whatever reason. They, whether they think he's selfish or, dresses. I don't know. I think it's just vibes. I think if he was just totally, I donate. I mean, not. I mean, the dude runs football camps. Like he does stuff. He gives back
a lot. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. He may be a Hall of Famer one day. I just don't see him getting in on the first time, on the first ballot. I don't see that happening.
It is crazy. I mean, everyone who's up for it, guys we grew up with,
is going to be up with him.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see
next one is from. Yeah, I think I'll make it. Dylan Moran asks, and this is particularly after the news broke today that the Seahawks signed Terry Arnold, who may be going to jail for. He says, do you think the Seahawks are going back to back?
They could.
Out there right now, I'm saying no. I mean,
I don't think so because I feel like they lost a lot. I don't think it's very hard to do repeat, especially when you lose key pieces. Like you lose Tariq Woolen and you lose Kenneth Walker. Was it Kenneth Walker? Like losing because Kenneth Walker is the reason you made it to the damn Super Bowl to begin with. He's the reason you won it. And then you were like, yeah, we're going to stick with the other guy who was hurt most of the goddamn playoffs and then couldn't do shit for us. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, personally, nah. It's very difficult. I'm going to put you like this. I'm going to say it's a possibility. If Aaron Donald comes back, it's a definite no.
No.
Definite no. Definite no. There's no way you're getting out of that. There's no way you're getting out of division if he comes back.
Which, I mean, everything that's coming out each day seems more and more like.
I think he's gonna come back 2 weeks before the season starts.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna announce it 2 weeks before the season starts.
Let's see here. Where do I go next? Oh, so Jay, our buddy Jay Narrows, he asks, who is Busby drafting in the first round of the Strikeout Beer League? Also second and third. So he just wants to know my strategy.
I don't think you should reveal that information, sir.
I'm going to reveal it because this is
you're a brave man.
Well, this is it's a good chat we can have about particularly the first round, but also who we like in the second and third. So I put down in the first round. You really can't go wrong in the first 4 picks. Like if you took Bijan, if you took Jameer, if you took Jamar Chase, if you took Puka, if you took any one of them first overall, I would not blame you.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't trust Jamar Chase.
That is insane.
The reason why I don't trust Jamar Chase is I don't trust that offensive line for Cincinnati.
So you think Burrow could get hurt again?
100%. He got sacked the first play of the first drive of the game. What do you mean? Yes, I believe. Cincinnati is the same shit every year. They do everything else but fix the fucking problem. They keep putting Band-Aids on that offensive line, and it does nothing. And Joe Burrow is in danger every year. So I don't think it's going to change this year. I think Jamar Chase is going to get his numbers. I just don't think he's going to get – I don't think he's going to be a top – I don't think he's going to be a top guy.
So let me list 3 guys going after him. I mean, besides Puka, and let me see if you like them more than Jamar Chase. JSN.
Yes.
Amon-Ra.
No.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't like Amon-Ra because Ben Johnson's gone. And I had him. I always since I drafted Amon-Ra 2 of the last 3 years in fantasy, and he's always produced.
Yep.
Last year was the worst year for me because he didn't produce very well. There were a couple games where he had, but a lot of it was Jameson Williams. Like he was that guy. I with Ben Johnson not being there, I don't really trust that offense in general. Jahmyr Gibbs is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's good. The offensive line for them, they can run block very well.
Yeah.
Jared Goff is just, you can tell that coordinator, losing that coordinator definitely made him take a step back.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, I like him. He's gonna get his numbers. He's just not gonna get CeeDee Lamb's and Jamar Chase's numbers.
So after those first four, Bijan, at least for me anyway, Bijan, Jahmyr.
What about wait. Because I've been seeing this a lot, and I don't really like the disrespect that this young man is getting. Do people forget about Justin Jefferson?
Okay, hold on. Let's just get there. So after the first four, I like CMC at 5.
That's a gamble.
I understand the risk.
That's a very high risk.
The man, I think he still dominated last season.
He you know what? Again, I can speak from experience. He did, but every time he got hit, I was like, please get up. Please get up. If he stayed down longer than 5 seconds, I'm like, damn it. So that's a hefty risk there. That's an early risk.
And then after CMC, I like CeeDee Lamb over JSN and Amon-Ra. So I would take CeeDee at 6. And then here's my question. So it sounds like, so let's get to Justin Jefferson. It sounds like you would take Justin Jefferson over AJ Brown?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I can see why a lot of people has hesitation, but if we were talking JJ McCarthy, fuck no. Fuck no. But we're talking about Kyler this year. Like he has a competent quarterback that's gonna get him the ball. We saw what Kyler did when he has a good deep threat. I mean, shit, we all saw the throw he had to DeAndre Hopkins that one year he had like 3 fucking defenders on him. He just like, fuck it, he's there somewhere. So yeah, I think Justin Jefferson is gonna have a better year than he had last year, especially with Kyler back there. I say CD over because Dak is consistent.
Yeah,
he's very, very consistent. He's going to target CD regardless. He don't give a fuck where he's at. So,
and I mean, I think a lot of people are concerned by the fact that Pickens is good and takes targets away. But at the time, if you're giving CeeDee Lamb single coverage because you got to worry about both of them, I mean, exactly. He's going to get his numbers.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to pick one or the other.
Yep.
So yeah, I CD is, I like CeeDee Lamb. I think it's close, but not as close between him and Justin Jefferson.
Gotcha. And then in the second round, some guys I really like: Kenneth Walker, Amarian Hampton, Saquon, Derrick Henry, and then your boy Drake London. If I was to pick the safest out of that group, I think the safest is Derrick Henry.
Nope. Disagree. He had fumbling problems last year.
Fair.
So realistically, the safest would be Saquon. Saquon would honestly be the safest. I think because AJ Brown is gone, and you have obviously Devontae Smith is going to be the guy.
Yep.
Mekhi Lemon, depending on how his hamstrings are working, because I am stressing about this young man right now. I don't like what I'm hearing coming out from the camp right now.
He'll be fine.
I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. But I think what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a lot of. I think they're going to try to be as balanced as possible. But Saquon's going to get his touches. So I think out of the people you name, Saquon would probably be the safest. Okay. Drake London right now, the quarterback situation in Atlanta it's a little dicey right now. So we don't know right now. So
that being said, do you like Pickens more than London?
Yes.
100%. Okay.
Yes, Pickens. And again, it's the quarterback situation. We're dealing with now. If Tua comes out and Tua can find that rare form where he's fucking spot on and he can stay healthy, because health is to his only issue. Because when he's healthy, he's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
It's the fucking concussions. So if Tua can stay healthy and he cannot get a concussion this year, we'll be fine. I think Drake London will be I would say he's like a early mid third round pick if you're gonna take him. Because taking him at 1 or 2 is that's a risk.
Can I throw a few more receivers at you? See if you like them more than Drake.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith.
No.
Nico Collins.
Yes.
Rashee Rice.
If Patrick plays, yes.
Okay.
The Devontae Smith thing is, you know how I feel about Jalen Hurts.
I know how everyone.
You know how I feel about Jalen Hurts. You know how I feel about him, and you know my biggest critique of him is he's a serviceable quarterback at this point. I get he got the Super Bowl and he got all that, but last year he looked bad last year.
Yeah.
So if he can figure it out and he can really like average, I'm gonna say about 300 yards a game, he'll be fine. But you can't have games where you're only throwing for 125 yards and no touchdowns. That shit's just not gonna fly. And you got a really good receiver in Devontae Smith.
Yep.
Mekhi Lemon, he's good, but he has to be healthy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the thing. Can he stay healthy?
Yeah.
So
no, that's the thing about AJ. I mean, you can say all you want about his attitude, but the bottom line is he could bail you out of a lot of situations. Whether it's deep or getting that third down slant for the first down, that was AJ.
Yeah, but I think if you can get both these guys on the field, they can definitely take the top off of defense.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
and then I'll round it out here with a couple of my favorites in the third. Emeka Egbuka. I'm super high on him this season. I think Chris Godwin will be fine, but he's not prime Chris Godwin. So Egbuka is going to be the first read, I would say, every time. And then I like the value of Trey McBride because I think he can give you Brock Bowers numbers, and it's almost a full round. Like Brock Bowers has consistently been going in the second round. I think you can get similar numbers from McBride. And then my last guy is Kyren Williams. Even though everyone's panicking about Blake Corum and splitting time.
I had Kyren last year, and
he's been consistently for the past.
There were a couple games where Blake Corum outshined him, and like there were like big third downs where Blake Corum would just take off. I'm like, fuck, that should have been Kyren, but he wasn't on the field. So Kyren is going to be one of those, because Blake Corum he's shown that he can play.
Yeah,
but he's taking touches from Kyren, and that's never a good thing. You never want that from your starting guy. So,
which is fair.
Kyren in the third, maybe in the fourth.
Okay.
I feel like there's a better. If you're gonna go running back, I feel like there's a better value at running back in the third round than Kyren.
Let me throw some names at you.
Mm-hmm.
Achane or Kyren?
Who?
Devon Achane.
Oh, Devon Achane.
Okay. Breece Hall.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say Breece Hall because Geno. We all saw what Geno did last year, and the Jets were terrible. So I think they're gonna have to establish the run game in order to help Geno be successful. Even though he had a really good run game, well, he didn't have a really good run game. I'm sorry, their offensive line was terrible. with the Raiders. So I think the Jets may have a slightly better, but we'll see. But yeah, Brees Hall over Kyron, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Kyron.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cam
I'll take Kyron.
or Kyron.
Who?
Cam Scatterboo.
I'll take Cam.
Okay.
He's gonna be Tyrone, wherever the fuck his name is, he didn't miss the ship. He's gone. Yeah, that starting position is for Cam. If he's healthy, yeah, it's all him. It's him and Jackson Dart out there.
I feel like we would both probably take Chase Brown over Kyron, so I won't throw him out there.
That's in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would because he gets a lot of touches and they need it because the offensive line is not the greatest.
I'll do two more. DeAndre Swift or Kyron?
DeAndre Swift.
David Montgomery or Kyron?
David Montgomery.
Okay. Well,
he can now be that guy. Him and Jahmyr Gibbs were good together, but him being a feature back, Joe Mixon was supposed to play last year and he didn't. And they need a back. They need a back that's going to be consistent, and I think he's going to be great with the Texans. It's going to help C.J. Stroud out a lot.
I agree, and just like with Kyron, I think the defense is going to give him a lot of opportunities to close out games and get touchdowns in the red zone, short yardage, things like that.
Again, my opinion will change if 99 comes back. I hope he doesn't, but he probably will. And thinking about having to be an offensive coordinator, having to deal with not only Aaron Donald, who was probably one of the greatest defensive tackles in the last 10, 15 years, but you also have Myles Garrett. And mind you, that defensive line was great last year.
Yeah.
Which is an even bigger problem because you're just adding a piece you really don't fucking need. But
right.
If he does come back, now you have a defensive line that is going to terrorize anyone and everyone that has to face them.
Yep.
So I think if Aaron Donald comes back, that offense is going to be. They're going to have more chance. They're probably going to have the most opportunities at scoring than any other offense in the league.
And the bringing in Garrett, I think, completely overshadowed a move they made previously, which made them a much better defense, which was trading Kansas City for Trent.
Yeah, because that's the back end, and I think they solidified their back end. So now your back end's good. I don't think he's doing this shit for show because Aaron Donald's not one of those guys. I think he's coming back. I think he's going to say, "Fuck it, let's have one more run at this shit." I got Myles Garrett. Let's have one more run at this shit and see if I can get another ring. I just don't. The only way they have injuries. That's it. I think the only way that defense isn't good is injuries.
Right.
And other than that, you get a healthy Aaron Donald and a healthy Myles Garrett, fuck it. Just tell your offensive line don't show up this week because who the fuck do you block? Who do you block?
Right.
I've watched games where there were 6 hands on one man when they played Aaron Donald. I've seen those games where there's 3 people blocking him. You can't do that with Myles Garrett. You got to figure it out. And then, like I said, the other guys who played last year, they were fucking spectacular.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I think the league should be like, no, stay your ass at home. That's what I say. I think Roger Goodell should be like, no, you're retired, stay the fuck home. That's what I say.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, Jay, I hope that answers your question there. Write that down. Take notes. That's who I'm taking in the first 3 rounds. Before I get into TJ's questions, I do want to go back to Cam Newton for a second because he said something recently I want your opinion on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what he said? That's making the
news. I probably did, but I see a lot of his videos. They come through all the social media, so I probably did.
So I read today that he claims that he would rather have the MVP than a Super Bowl victory.
Yeah, I did see this.
Because the MVP shows your individual performance, and whereas he named guys like Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, Nick Foles, I can't believe you put my boy's name in his mouth, as being Super Bowl winners, even though you won't really remember them as a great performer. So what's your opinion on that? MVP better than Super Bowl? Question mark. Because earlier you said if he had the Super Bowl, he'd probably be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So
true, because at the end of the day, it's about winning. Because if you look at any and all discussions, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, hockey, tennis, whatever, sports, what the first thing people say is, how many championships do you have?
Right.
That's the first argument with LeBron and Jordan. Well, Jordan has 6, LeBron has 4. That's always the argument. But
if Dan Marino had a Super Bowl victory, would he be, up there with Tom Brady?
But I agree with what he's saying, because there are guys who won Super Bowls that you'll never fucking remember. So, prime example. So, there was a running back, Darrell Williams, that played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He is the friend of our family. Like, we know, like my mom, like he went to my mom's daycare. Like I helped raise him. He was little bitty. You will never remember. You won't
right?
Know. Huh?
He went to LSU, right?
Yeah, but you won't know. You won't remember him.
I mean, I do, but most people,
I mean, obviously, we know who he is because we like. But to your average or casual football fan, if you say who's Darrell Williams, they're gonna be like, I don't know who the fuck that is. So I get what he's saying, because there's a lot of guys who have Super Bowls that you probably don't even know who the fuck had a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The same thing with basketball. There's a lot of people with NBA championships that you won't fucking remember. So I get it, and I kind of agree with it. I mean, yeah, I'd rather have the MVP, because at the end of the day, you're going to know that I was an MVP.
Yeah.
I had an MVP season, which means I did this shit all year. I did it starting from week 1 to week 17, 18, that was me. It was all me. I was the best player in the fucking league. Super Bowl, you could ride the bench all year, Nick Foles. Get lucky, star quarterback goes down, and boom, you're Super Bowl champion.
Why?
So there's that. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. It's a team award. Super Bowls, they're a team award. Now, would you like to have multiple? Absolutely. But what's the purpose of being a guy that nobody knows having 6 rings? You're not packing on you. Think about it. Brady had, when he was on the Patriots, he finished with what? 6 rings? 5 or 6 rings before he left?
I think 6, yeah.
So he finished with 6. Yeah, because he only won 1 in Tampa, so that gave him 7. So he finished with 6 rings in New England. I'm pretty sure there's probably a practice squad guy or a guy that's been at the bottom of the depth chart that's probably been through all 6, if not probably 3 or 4 of those championships. You probably don't know who the fuck he is. So yeah, I agree with Cam. I would take the MVP. I think Gil said it, and I think Gilbert Arenas said it too. Is he would rather have? So somebody asked him, would he take? Because they were asking about money. Like, would you sacrifice $20 million for a championship, or take that $20 million as a contract? And he was like, I'll take the money. He said, I can't. He said, you can't eat a championship. I take the money, and it makes sense, because again, Robert already has 7 championships, right? To your casual basketball fan, nobody knows who the fuck he is. I guarantee you, ask one of these kids who's Robert Horry, unless their parents are like basketball heads, they won't know who the fuck he is at all.
I agree.
So yeah, I agree. The MVP is definitely more important than the championship.
That's fair. Let's see here. All right, let's get into TJ's questions. Is this the year the Dallas Cowboys finally win a Super Bowl?
Negative.
Do you think that Aaron Rodgers plays a full season, or will he either get benched or injured?
No, he gonna play a full season.
Who is the more annoying fan base, Cowboys or Longhorns? I knew you'd like that one.
Damn, that's a tough one. They're both delusional fan bases. They're both fucking delusional.
And for any new listeners, for anyone unaware, Nate and TJ both live in Texas, so they experience it.
I'm going to say Texas fans. And the reason I say Texas fans is because when they came over to the SEC, they were talking big shit. And specifically big shit about Alabama and Georgia. So Texas' first year in the SEC, they beat Alabama. And they were so hyped, they was like, ooh, we can't wait to play Georgia. And we spanked that ass all 3 times we played them. So we played Texas 3 times since they've been in the SEC, and we've beaten that ass each time. So yes, Texas fan base is way more fucking annoying than the Cowboy fan, because at least you know what you're gonna get with the Cowboys. They're just delusional. They hanging on to championships that most of them weren't even born for. And Texas, they're just delusional.
Like, you find humor in it. It's funny.
Yeah, you find humor. But with Texas fans, I don't really find the humor in it, because it's like they're really like, they believe that they're the best team in the SEC. And I'm like, no, you're fucking not. You're not even close. So yeah, Texas for sure is probably a way more annoying fan base.
Okay. Next question from TJ. If you changed your favorite pro or college team, who would you pick and why?
If I had to change my pro or college team, who would I pick and why? If I had to change my pro team, I would probably have to go with. Yeah, this is something I've never had to think about. It would probably have to be. Oh man, I hate it. I hate everybody. So honestly, I do.
And just so everybody knows, Nate's current favorite teams are the Atlanta Falcons and the Georgia Bulldogs.
The NFL is hard, so I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay.
As college, if I had to change it, I would probably go with either. I like Virginia Tech. I like their atmosphere, like that. If I get a chance to go to a Virginia Tech game, like in Virginia, I would fucking go. Okay. So it would probably be Virginia Tech, or I like Texas Tech. Currently, right now, they're sitting in the hot water right now, but I like Texas Tech. So if I had to, it would probably be one of those teams. It would probably be one of those teams. But I'm an SEC I'm an SEC guy through and through. So
there you go.
But as far as the NFL goes, I don't know.
Can't think of a single other team you like? What about the Panthers?
Maybe Baltimore. Maybe, and that's a stretch.
That's not a bad one. You know, you got the greats, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and then you got Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it'll probably. I mean, that is something I had to really, really fuck think. If I had to change it, it would probably have to be like, it'll be an AFC team for sure, because I despise everybody else in the NFC. So it would have to be an AFC team. I do like the Texans, so maybe the Texans.
That's a good one. And, in state. If I was to change my pro team, it would be the Pittsburgh Steelers because I have been an Aaron Rodgers fan since he entered the league, and I'll be an Aaron Rodgers fan when he leaves the league. As far as college goes, I mean, I'm from up near Syracuse, so I'm not too passionate about college football. Growing up, I always liked USC because I was a big sucker for quarterbacks: Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Mark Sanchez, even John David Booty. I don't know, people don't remember him, but you got Reggie Bush, all the receivers they had. So
yeah, there's good talent that come from out of USC.
Yeah, I think if I changed that one, it would be Florida State, just because I love the fucking.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And then TJ's final question: who was a bigger bust, Johnny Manziel or Tim Tebow?
Johnny Manziel. That's an easy question. It's not even close.
I totally.
It's not even close. What do you mean?
I totally agree.
Johnny Manziel was the bigger bust. That. If you'd have asked a question like who was the bigger bust, Johnny Manziel or what's the quarterback for the Raiders?
Marcus Russell. DeMarcus Russell.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell. I would say, yeah, that's something to think about. Tim Tebow has a playoff win. Tim Tebow has a lot under his belt over Johnny Manziel. So yeah, no, that's not even close. Johnny Manziel was definitely the bigger bust.
So I wrote down a little bit here. So Manziel was taken 22nd overall.
Mm-hmm.
Tebow was taken 25th overall.
Okay.
Tebow was signed by 5 different NFL teams. Some of it like the last 3 were off season, but still.
So he was initially drafted by the Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had 2,422 passing yards. His touchdown to interception ratio was 17-9. He had 900. What's that?
This Tebow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had 989 rush yards and 12 rushing touchdowns. Here's Johnny Manziel's stats.
Mm-hmm.
In the one season he played for the Browns, he had 1,675 pass yards, a 7-7 touchdown to interception ratio.
That's already negative.
59 rushing yards and a single rushing touchdown. And after the Browns, he never played for another NFL team. He played for the Canadian League. He played for some other, like pro leagues.
Yeah. Johnny Manziel was clearly the bigger bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Johnny Manziel was supposed to be the guy in Cleveland, but he couldn't get out of his own fucking way.
Watching him at A&M was very fun.
Yes, between him and Mike Evans together, yes, that shit was. I hated it. Don't get me wrong, I fucking hated it. But we never actually. The craziest thing is we have not played A&M since they've been in the SEC.
Okay.
I think this is no. If we did, we may have played them once, but I don't think we played. We've never played A&M since they've been in the SEC, and they've been in for a very long time.
Right.
So, but yeah, they were fun to watch.
They were very fun to watch, and the fact that Manziel played a single season, and Mike Evans has 11 straight seasons with 1,000 yards, kind of goes to show who made. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not exactly Culpepper Moss because Culpepper was actually pretty good, but yeah.
Yeah, man, that's weird. That TJ, come on, man, you gotta come with harder questions than that, sir.
You know our boy. So I figured a couple more news things to mention here. So we already talked about Terry and Arnold to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Stephon Diggs was signed by the Washington Commanders. He'll be playing this season.
Which means Brandon Ayuk ass is not going to play another snap in the NFL. Like, how do you, all you have to do is sit down and shut the fuck up.
Uh-huh.
All you have to do is sit down, shut the fuck up. You don't have to do anything. If they come out and they say something that's untrue, defend your name and then shut the fuck up. Why are you making videos and then getting into beefs with the quarterback you want to go play with?
Right.
I don't get Brandon Ayuk. And the craziest thing is, you're not that good. You're
Fair.
not. You're not.
He's good,
that
but
you're good, but you're not that good. You're not that good to the point where you can do stupid shit like this, and people are still gonna want you. Hell, somebody will take Tyreek in his one leg before they take you.
Antonio Brown might get signed before.
Somebody can sign Antonio Brown before they sign you. Like you cannot be actively on a roster, actively trying to get yourself out and shitting on everybody that's around you. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Put your fingers in. Shut up. Do something. Get off the internet. Like, it's not that fucking hard.
If you want to, it's probably tampering. But if you want your agent to reach out to the coach, if you want your agent to reach out to a GM, do that. Don't go on Instagram.
Just say, hey, I want to trade. Yeah. It's not that hard. Just be like, hey, it's not working out here. There's a disagreement. You guys say one thing, I say another. I want out. Trade me. Like Myles Garrett did. Myles Garrett didn't go on a fucking social media tyrant talking bad about the team he's currently on. Just say, hey, I want to be traded. It's not working out. You guys are saying something that I don't believe is true. Trade me.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then shut the fuck up. Like, he just killed his own career. Stephon Diggs getting signed by the Commanders is it. It's it. Mm-hmm. No one's going to touch you with a 10-foot fucking pole.
Because Diggs has his own shit going on, and they chose him over you.
Exactly. he literally just made it out of court for being accused of beating his fucking chef. You telling me? Yes, he was found not guilty. But come on, you kidding me right now? Like all the shit between him and Cardi B. Like, come on, man. They took him over you.
That's a wake-up call.
I don't think so. If I'm an NFL player, and this is the shit that kind of pisses me off. Like, if I'm an NFL player and I want out, just say you want out. And then shut the fuck up. Right. Nobody needs to hear you. Now, if they're talking shit about you, that's one thing. But I don't think the Niners have come out and said anything. Now, I think they said that he skipped out on treatment or whatever the fuck it is. If it's not true, if you know it's not true, hey, that's a bunch of bullshit. They're lying. And then shut the fuck up.
Yep.
It's that simple.
You gotta pull Fauci. You gotta pull a Fauci.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up. Like, it's okay. Fauci, he pled the fifth 111 times on TV in front of the world. 111 times. You can shut the fuck up. It's okay. You don't have to be in the center.
What did Ron White say? I had the right to remain silent, but I didn't have the ability.
Right, exactly. Like, I feel bad for the dude because I get it, but at the same time, shut the fuck up. Yeah. You're a talented receiver. No one's going to want to touch you now. You're going to be like AB in here shortly. No one's going. You're going to have to go figure it out on your own.
Yep.
They already voided your guaranteed money, so you're not getting anything. You're not getting paid. Shut the fuck up and wait for a team to come reach out to you. Have your agent do their job.
Right.
Start reaching out. Hey, my client's ready. My client's healthy. My client's doing this. Do workout videos. Show everybody that you're healthy and you're capable of doing this shit. And then shut the fuck up. It bothers me so much that this man has torpedoed his fucking career.
Completely.
They took Debo. They signed Debo Samuels. That should tell you something. They signed Fat Debo back.
That was, yes. Thank you for leading to the next piece of news. Debo Samuel is now on the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes. So that
Yep.
should tell you something that they signed Fat Debo back. That means you're done. I don't know how this is gonna play out. I don't know if and when they're gonna cut him. I don't know why they haven't got rid of him yet. I don't know if they don't. I think if they cut him, they probably gonna have dead money.
Yeah, they just gave him a big sack of money.
So trade him. I mean, it's kind of late now. Nobody. If you trade him, I'm gonna get you. You can have these hot fries and this nickel I found under the car seat. That's all I'm giving you. I'm not giving you anything else. I'm not giving you shit for him. So yeah, man, his career is he torched his fucking career.
He did. And the last piece of NFL news I have here: Darren Waller, back in the NFL, signed by the Carolina Panthers.
When that alert came through, I immediately went to the sleeper app. I went to that bitch immediately. I was like, I need to go ahead and grab this dude real quick before anybody else does. I had to make an immediate decision.
Yep.
Because I have tight end issues as well.
No, that was smart. I mean, I went on there. I said, "Damn it, he beat him."
Listen, it dropped the moment. I think it hit yesterday, and the moment I was like, nope. I was like, but the fucking app was like, no, hold on, I have to update first. I was like, you son of a bitch. I think if I lose out on Darren Waller because of a fucking update, I'm going to crash the fuck out. But I was able to get him. I was like, cool, works for me.
Hell yeah. So before I get into these bargain fantasy players, is there any other sporting news you wanted to talk about? I mean, I guess there is something we should mention, which is really crazy. The Chicago Bears just might be the Indiana.
Oh, they're moving. They're gone. They're out of there. They're out of Chicago. I figured that out before the season ended last year. I was like, yeah, they're moving to Indianapolis. There's no fucking Chicago. Chicago shit the bed so bad that the mayor, who's a complete fucking idiot, who said they're leaving? I didn't say they're leaving. Bitch, they're already gone. They've already made agreement. They're out of there. Just fuck out of there. Like, nobody want to be here. You didn't want to give us the money for a stadium? The stadium? You didn't want to upgrade our fucking stadium. So you was like, nah, fuck y'all. We're not giving you shit. Okay, cool. We gonna leave. I don't see them remaining the Chicago Bears. You can't be Chicago in Indiana.
Right. Yeah, it is crazy. I am never someone who wants to see the taxpayers saddled with the debt of some major institution, corporation. So if the $3 million waiver was to fall back on the people of Chicago, I do think that sucks. At the same time, because people show up, people travel, people go to local businesses for the Chicago. I mean,
bro,
it puts as well.
They sit out in -degree weather for 3 hours to watch this team play. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
For 3 hours. There are people who've been doing this shit for 50 fucking years. They've been going to Chicago Bears game since they were babies in -degree weather in the middle of December and January to watch this team play. And your thought was, well, that's too much money. We're not going to give it to you. Fuck off. Okay, cool. We're going to fuck off. We're going to fuck all the way off to the point where we're going to go to a different state now. If I'm a Chicago Bears fan, you just go to whoever your local officials and just shit in their lawn. Take a shit on their lawn.
Basically what they're doing.
Do something, because I'd be pissed. Yeah. I would be royally pissed. That would be like the Dallas Cowboys going to Oklahoma. Because the state of Texas didn't want to cough off the money.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? No, fuck that.
And Chicago, to think that Indiana might have 2 pro football teams between the Colts and the Bears is kind of crazy.
They're going to feast. Do you hear me? They're going to feast. And I don't think the taxes in Indiana is nowhere close to what it is in Chicago. So that's a benefit. That's going to be a benefit to every Chicago player at this point.
Right.
You get a tax break at this point. You moving to Indiana?
Yep.
Fuck that. No. I would be mad if Atlanta. I don't even live in Atlanta. If Atlanta was, fuck. You stand your ass right here in Georgia. You're not going no fucking where. I don't care if we got to move you to a different city in Georgia. Bitch, you stand here. You're not leaving.
Yep.
The fact that they're like, all right, y'all good. Mm-hmm.
It is crazy to think.
It's terrible. But there is some news that it's kind of sad news. Russell Westbrook retired yesterday.
Right.
After 18 seasons.
18 Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous.
Hey, man, he has all the accolades you want. He's in the record books for the most triple doubles. So you don't have nothing else to prove. He went out the way he wanted to go out. So I wish he'd have got a ring, but at the end of the day, he has a MVP. He's a multi-time All-Star. I think he made first team All-NBA 9 times. So, and you got the triple double record. Something no one thought that anybody was going to get.
What do you think of this comparison? Because you know basketball much better than I do. Is it fair to compare him to a guy in that great player in their time, but in the long run will not be remembered for just how great he was? Is it fair to compare him to Isaiah Thomas?
Yes. Because Russ was extremely underappreciated and extremely underrated. A lot of people, and here's the issue that I have with a lot of basketball fans, and this includes Caitlin Clark as well, is a lot of people were complaining that, he had a lot of turnovers. Yeah, he had the triple doubles, but he had a lot of turnovers. Well, if you think about it, I'm the point guard. So I have the ball majority of the fucking game.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm gonna have a lot of turnovers. And the same thing with Caitlin Clark. She's the point guard, so she's gonna have turnovers. It just comes with the fucking position. Now, her situation, she can turn it down a little bit. She gotta work on it a little bit. But at the same time, as a point guard, you're gonna have turnovers. James Harden had that issue. If you're a main ball handler, you're going to have turnovers because you have the ball 90% of the game. Shaq, you can't compare Shaq's turnovers to Kobe's turnovers because Kobe had the ball more. You can't compare LeBron's turnovers to Allen Iverson's turnovers because Allen Iverson had the ball more.
Yeah.
Now, LeBron has played more, so his turnovers are a little high, but at the end of the day, you got to look at who has the ball most of the game. If the point guard is bringing the ball up every time up and down the court, they're going to have turnovers. And that was one of the knocks that they put on Westbrook. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, if you know how the point guard position works, turnovers are a part of the game. But if you have the ball majority of the game, if you're the quarterback of the fucking offense in basketball, yeah, you're going to have the turnovers. Do you think quarterbacks throw interceptions? That's it. They got the ball most of the game.
Right.
So it happens. Whoever has the ball most of the game, that's where the turnovers are going to happen. You just got to try to limit them.
If you wanted to make a football comparison, I would say Brett Favre. Brett Favre turned the fucking ball over a shit. But
he had the record for most interceptions.
Right, but also like Westbrook, he also scored a shit ton of points. So
a fuck ton of points. He actually was at the top of the touchdown record board before Tom Brady and Drew Brees caught him. Like, it's a part of the game.
Take the bad with the excellent.
You have to. That you at some point now there's a limit because the bad can't be bad, right?
Right.
Like, it has to be good and it has to be some bad. Brady has
the good must outweigh.
Right. Brady has bad, but he also has good. But his good is not terrible.
Right.
His bad's not terrible. Like you can't like Jamarcus Russell. His shit was terrible. Shit was awful.
Well, another guy. I mean, I love his personality, but famously, Jameis has a lot of bad. And
100%.
not enough good to outweigh it.
Not enough good. That 30 and 30, I can't wait till it become a documentary. That was probably his worst fucking season. Yeah, he threw for 30 touchdowns, but he also had 30 interceptions. So that's what we're talking about. Like if Brady, I think the year he had when he had Moss, he had what 50? I think he had 55 touchdowns.
I think 52, but yeah, I mean
somewhere around there. But his interceptions was very limited.
Yeah.
I think he had maybe 10, 12 interceptions. That's perfect. That's fine.
Yep. And if you look at Westbrook, his points are gonna weigh out.
His point, his assists, his rebounds, his steals, they're all gonna outweigh the turnovers. But again, that's where it is. But me personally, it sucks. I mean, you there are players in this league, in any league, that you're like, why couldn't you get one? Like that's like for me, basketball wise, Carmelo Anthony is one for me. Russ is one for me. Amar Stoudemire is one for me. Like there are a number of guys that I'm like, I wish you could have got one. Chris Paul's another guy. Like you just needed one, and I'd have been happy for you. So that's for me. Like I'm happy he went out the way he wanted, but I'm pretty sure he probably wished he'd have had a championship, or at least an opportunity at the championship. Well, he did have opportunity. He was just really young when he got it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
That was with Harden and OKC, right?
Yep. And he ran up against the Miami Heat and LeBron James. So they didn't have oh boy. Drew Allen's lighting these fucking Green Bay Packers on fire right now.
Drew Allen, all right.
Yeah, he scored a rushing touchdown and he just threw another one.
So I don't want to dive too deep into this because I think it's kind of silly and we don't have to. I just want to know, I want to confirm with you the source of why this is even a story.
What?
So right now, Enes Kanter and Royce White, is that right?
Yeah, Royce. Hey, listen to me. Let me go on record and say this. I hate the WNBA, and not for the reasons you think. I hate how they're treating Sophie Cunningham, and I hate how they're treating Caitlin Clark. They deserve whatever happens to them at this point. They are out with this, trans. No. Okay? No, absolutely not. You do not want trans men in your league.
Well, hang on. Let's isolate that because I think that's the source of why these dudes are doing what. So did the commissioner? My understanding of it is the commissioner was asked something along the lines of, "Would you include or accept transgender athletes in the league?" And she kind of like left it open, right?
Something like that, and then the players started coming out and saying they wanted to be inclusive and they think trans athletes should be able to come into the WNBA and so forth. And then there was a coach who wore trans kids are welcome, and I'm like, y'all are fucking idiots. I'm like, how have y'all gone to college? This is the part that pisses me off. You went to college. What the fuck did you major in? Because if you understand how anatomy works and how genetics work, you understand that letting a man into your league means nothing for you. Women fought all these years to get to this point for this league to get noticed. And now you want to say, well, I will welcome trans athletes. Are you fucking insane? I don't care. Hear me out and hear me. I want people to understand this. The moment you reach a certain age, your body stops growing. So if you're saying that a man fully developed can get on estrogen for a year and you would accept him into your league, you're a fucking idiot. Because guess what? His muscle mass is already where it's at. His bone density is already where it's at. I don't give a fuck how much estrogen you take. The strength, they're still stronger than you. Still a man. You can chop and do whatever you want. You're still a fucking man. And that's the weird thing about this. And this is one thing I don't understand about these fucking nutcases. You want women to have safe spaces, but yet you're allowing men to come into women's safe spaces and be better than women. How the fuck does that work? How the fuck does that work? Y'all literally allowed a man by the name of Caitlyn Jenner to transition, and then he proceeds to win Woman of the Year.
Uh-huh.
How? He was a woman for what, a year? He won Woman of the How?
All because you wanted to be inclusive and nice to that specific person, but you forgot about all the women who could have won that award.
And now Royce White and Enes Kanter, guess the fuck what? They're calling them out on their bullshit because guess what? Your rules don't say anything about what the standard is for a trans person to come into your league. Guess the fuck what? You're gonna have so the WNBA is gonna have to make a decision here. Yeah. So you're either gonna have to set rules and guidelines, which is gonna really piss off the trans people at that point, or you're gonna have to sit here at your dinner table and eat a plate of shit and watch Enes Kanter and Royce White fuck your league over.
Yep.
Because guess what? You can't if they do get into the draft, you can't be like, well, we're not going to draft them. Guess the fuck what? Now you're discriminating, and guess what? Now you open yourself to lawsuits.
Yep.
So Enes Kanter and Royce White put them between a rock and a hard place. So they're going to have to define what a woman is, and they're going to have to make guidelines for trans athletes. What are you going to do?
It's one of those things. I mean, you look at these guys and you're like, oh, they're just wanting attention. But when you put it that way, it's bigger than them. This is a way it's going to affect the league in a way that defines them going forward.
I don't care what anybody's saying. Oh, they're just doing it for attention. They're just using the WNBA as a political pawn. Good. Somebody fucking needs to. Because guess what? I have a fucking daughter. Guess what? The moment I hear that another soccer team is allowing a boy to play on a girl's team, I'm taking her. We're done. Right. Fuck you. No, my daughter's not. No, absolutely. I don't give a fuck. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. You as a woman, and this is really what's pissing me off.
At the ladybugs.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You old enough to know that movie then. So what's really pissing me off is that it's getting to a point where biological women are being erased. And then you got these women who are left-leaning. They are so, I don't want to be ostracized. I don't want to be criticized. I don't want nobody to talk about me. And you're going to be inclusive to letting a man come into your league. This is what people don't understand. And it shows. There are men who, I'm a prime example. There were two boys and that was in track. I forgot exactly where they were at. I think they were like in the top 200-300 in their respective track. They go to the women's side and they're number one.
Right. Yep. Fallon Fox. I mean, this was a while ago, but I mean, exactly. on the men's side of MMA, you wouldn't even know. But then goes to the women's side and dominates for a while.
Like, what the fuck do you think is going to happen if you let a trans person come into? I don't understand. Like, here's the thing that people are not understanding is it doesn't matter if they cut their balls off. Doesn't matter if they started taking estrogen. Guess what? That estrogen is not going to change their bone density. The estrogen is not going to change their muscle mass.
Right.
They're still stronger than you. So if you're saying we work out 5 days a week, I'm going to be stronger than you, even if we work out the same amount of time, because I'm still a man.
And this is something that, the older I get, and this isn't the case for everyone. And this isn't the case to or to not have kids. I'm just saying what I've observed. Actual mothers get this message, and they feel the way we feel. It's the people that don't have kids yet that want to be all inclusive and have kind of a somewhat naive perspective on things. So, and it's not, it's just because there's just a different level of, I don't want my child to hurt because some other child has some shit going on that we don't really, it shouldn't be our responsibility to deal with it.
Exactly.
So
I've been kind of like sitting and kind of waiting for an update because they have to make a decision because their draft is coming.
Yeah.
So you have to make a decision. And they had a special, whatever the fuck that they put together. They had like a closed door meeting to determine what the fuck a woman is. So again, like I said, Royce White and Enes Kanter has put the WNBA into a really bad position. So you're either going to make guidelines, which you're going to get labeled transphobic. At that point, you're going to have to make guidelines, or you're going to have to eat shit and let these guys in.
Right. And listen, for anyone out there who thinks that we're just being exaggerating or these guys are
we're not.
Years ago, it was during all the fervor of the pandemic and the woke stuff and all this. There was a major media outlet. I can't remember which one it was, but they came out with a story saying, should we be referring to women as birthing persons?
Yes. You can Google that shit, bitch. It's real. Birthing persons.
Yeah. So you're not even a anymore. You're just a birthing person.
Yeah, you're a fucking birthing person. You're not even mom. They want to get rid of mom. They want to get rid of mother.
Right.
Fuck you. No. Absolutely not. That's why I'm telling you, I can't wait because I am so ready to see what the WNBA is. They're in a pickle. They're in your league just started, like gaining traction. Can you imagine if they pissed off the trans community?
The gay community are pretty closely linked, and the gay community is pretty closely linked to the WNBA.
You are going to have a shit show. And the crazy thing is, people are talking shit about Enes Kanter. Oh, he was an average he was a really good basketball player.
Yeah.
Enes Kanter was a really good basketball player. I don't give a shit what you think. Look at his number. He was a good basketball player. He played for a number of years. You don't get to play in the NBA if you're no, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be funny to see.
And it's with him, it's fuel to the fire because they hated him during the pandemic era because he didn't go along with the bullshit.
Yeah. So I'm happy somebody called. Stephen A said it best. You don't want to be used as a political pawn? It's too fucking late. You did this to yourself. Your guidelines are not clear as to how, because basically at this point, they meet the criteria to be in the NBA, in the WNBA draft. Both of them, him and Royce White.
Gotcha.
So listen to me.
Fun. Follow along.
The day this news breaks on whatever the WNBA does, I'm probably going to call you. I'm probably going to call you and be like, hey, we need to do a show tonight. That is going to be a show-worthy conversation. If the moment that news breaks, we're going to have a show that night.
Have an emergency show. So let's wrap this thing up with a few guys in the bargain bin, a few fantasy players. Now, I want everyone to know this is being taken from some best ball drafts that I've recently done. So best ball is a little different in that, you're looking for guys who can spike on any given week. You have so many players on your roster rather than like a guy with a consistent floor, so to say. But, it's the best we have to go off right now.
Looking at, so basically this is going to be who was their running back for Carolina last year?
Chuba.
Nope. The one that went home?
Rico?
Yeah, because he was the one who had the 200-yard games.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what the fuck?
Oh shit.
Oh, my light on. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. Sorry. My ring light just cut off, and I don't know why. Oh, yeah. That's hot. Shit.
That's pretty cool for a guy who likes horror movies. Somebody just cut the power on your ass.
Damn it. Man. And it's dark in here.
That classic Texas blackout.
No, it's not the blackout. My ring light just... Okay. My ring light cut off, but I think this lamp here is light enough so you can still see my face.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
As I'm going through these, feel free to, if you think of someone, feel free to throw them out. I'm going to start off at tight end. A guy who right now in best ball is going in the 10th round. I just drafted, he went 10-02. Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert last year caught 60 passes, 591 yards, and 11 touchdowns. A.J. Brown is gone, people. Okay? Yeah. There's a lot of targets vacated in that offense.
So you're looking at, I don't think 10th round is low.
Yeah.
No A.J. Brown. Mekhi Lemon, we don't know what's going to happen with him. I think him and Devontae Smith are going to get a lot of targets this year. So putting him that low down, nah. He would be a better bargain at, because I think rounds 4 and 5 are probably when you start looking at your tight end position. Unless you're grabbing a guy like Pitts or
going in that range, like right now, Colston Loveland's going in the 4th. Tyler Warren type of guys.
So Dallas Goedert is so this is like a 4, 5, or 6 round. I wouldn't put him 10 is low. If you get him at 10, that's a fucking steal.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, if you draft right now, you're getting a bargain with these guys.
Yeah, if you get him at 10, that's a goddamn steal.
All right, let's switch it to quarterback. We'll take care of the onesie positions right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a man who just threw for 4,707 yards, 46 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
He won the MVP last season. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Josh Allen?
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, Matthew Stafford
is going at the end of the 9th round right now.
Matthew Stafford at the end of the 9th?
Yes. And those are Joe Burrow numbers. And Joe Burrow is going in the 4th.
Taking him at the 9th? If Stafford falls that far, that is a steal. Stafford shouldn't get out of the 3rd or 4th round.
Listen, I think age is on people's mind.
I'll go fuck my age. This man, he was the same age last year. He's just a year older. Who gives a fuck about that?
Quarterback 3 overall. The quarterback 3.
Quarterback 3 is crazy. Nah, he won the MVP. Are you fucking serious? No. And again, Aaron Donald is going to dictate what happens. But even if they don't get Aaron Donald back, you still got fucking Myles Garrett, along with the guys that were there last year.
Well, I think that's what's playing into a little bit of why he's going low is because people think that because the defense will be so dominant, you won't have to score as many points.
You're still going to have to score points.
Exactly.
What do you mean? You're still going to score points. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Again, if their defense is probably going to be done, I just don't think. So here's where the hole in their defense is. It's going to be at safety and at linebacker.
Yeah.
That's where I think the holes are because they don't have the greatest linebackers and their safeties are so-so. With Trent McDuffie, the outside is going to be good, but your safeties and your linebackers you need a smidge bit of work. But again, it ain't gonna mean nothing if you got fucking Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett rushing the fucking passer because they're not gonna have a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
So, but ninth is crazy.
Yeah. So those are the two values: tight end Goddard, quarterback Matt Stafford. Do you want the running back or the wide receiver next?
Let's do the running back.
So this is a guy that in 2024 ran for 905 yards. In 2025, ran for 772 yards on, I think, 10 games? Super impressive anytime he's healthy. Plays on a team with a great defense, which you assume gives him lots of opportunities to close out games, short area of the field, score touchdowns. But because he's been so frequently injured, and because they have two other backs right now that they might be able to rely on, people are putting this guy down the list in the 9th round, 903. He went today. Any idea who I'm talking about?
Did he play for Chicago?
He's not played for Chicago. He's played for Baltimore. And right now he plays for the Broncos.
Are you talking about RJ Hampton? Is it RJ Hampton?
J.K. Dobbins.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That's a good spot for him.
Even last year, even with all the injuries he sustained, when you look on a per game basis, the man was putting up points.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to running backs are a little different, especially when you got a number of running backs in your room already. I think where he's at, I'll keep him there. Like I don't think that's it's a good pick. I wouldn't say it's a steal. I think that's a good pick, a good place to pick him.
Yeah. I will mention one other guy going in the 13th round who just got big money this offseason, who has shown he can produce in a split backfield before.
He just got paid?
Who's that?
You say he just got paid?
Yes, just got paid this offseason, and right now he's going in the 13th round.
That's put up 1,000 yards. That's fucking insanity. If I'm thinking about because I know you're not talking about the top two guys. I know that for sure. There's no fucking way JT is that low.
No.
So it's not him.
He has played for your favorite team very recently. Just went to a new team.
You're talking about shit. I can't think of his goddamn name. He plays for the Cardinals.
Yep. Tyler Algier.
Yes, that's his fucking name.
If not for Jeremiah Love, Tyler Algier, I think, would be going much higher. Like I said, 1,000 yards as a rookie, 514 yards and 8 touchdowns last season with Bijan Robinson in the same backfield.
Right. He's a goal line threat.
So, I mean, if Jeremiah Love starts off slow, if Jeremiah Love gets hurt, you're getting a guy.
The OC already came out and was like, yeah, he's a rookie. He already made that he's a rookie comment, so that means he can't be doing that great. I think I would take Algier higher for the simple fact that you really don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Carson Beck looked great. As much as I hate to fucking say it, I guess he finally got his eyes fucking fixed. And now he want to be accurate, you fucker. But he looked good. He looked good in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
If Carson Beck gets to start week 1, take Tyler Algier. You could take him earlier than 13. I would take him like 7, 8, 6. Even 6 probably be the highest. But yeah, for sure. Because I know a lot of people are going to jump on the Jeremiah Love train, and I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't.
Again, like Bijan was great last year, and you
Mhm.
still touchdowns out of this guy.
Yeah, he still got that many touchdowns out of him. So I think he's going to get a lot because of his experience. He's going to get the bulk of. The crazy thing is what's his name? John Connor still there?
Yeah,
Or is
James
he
Conner.
James Conner? Is he still there?
Yep. Yep.
What the fuck are they doing in Arizona?
My boy Trey Benson still there.
What the fuck? So wait, you got James Conner, Trey Benson, Tyler Algier, and you got. Why do you have 4 running? Somebody's not going to make the active roster. There's no way. There's no way in hell you're going into the season with 4 running backs. Somebody's getting cut.
Their GM needs to be fired.
100%. The GM needs to fucking go for sure. Taking Jeremiah Love when you did was stupid.
Could have had all.
And then to sign Tyler Algier at the same time just didn't make any sense. So James Conner's what? RB3 now?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you fall off that far? I mean, he was hurt last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild, dude. That's crazy. But
So moving into the wide receivers, real quick, I'll just say because of the injury, Alec Pierce is going 806, and for a guy who just got, I think maybe the effect of any wide receiver this offseason. I think it was close to Wandale, if not bigger. 78 catches, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns last season, and he's supposed to be the wide receiver 1 for the Colts. 806. I understand he's hurt. I understand we don't know when he's coming back, but he'll be back. Everything I'm reading about him is he'll be back, and that's good value right now. 806.
That's great value for a wide receiver 1.
Yeah, and then another guy, I believe, is on your dynasty team, who I personally view as the wide receiver 1 still for this team. A guy who put up 1,200 yards 2 years ago in 2024. 90 catches. A guy who just went through quarterback hell in 2025. And I think that has everything to do with he had such a shitty season, and right now he's going in the 15th round. Do you have any idea who I'm talking about?
He's a guy on my team.
I'm pretty sure.
You believe he's still wide receiver 1?
Yep.
He had 1,200 yards and 90 catches in 2023 or 2024.
And the team that he's currently on just drafted 2 wide receivers in the first 2 rounds this draft.
Calvin Ridley?
Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Judy's not. I know I traded Jerry Jeudy as he was somebody else. No,
Oh, okay.
Jerry Jeudy, he's not a wide receiver 1. No.
So you think that either one of those rookies is coming right in and they're just going to take right over?
No, but he's not wide receiver 1. You would be an idiot to let those rookies come in and do again. Concepcion and whoever else the fuck they took, he's not a number 2. Concepcion is not a number 2. He's a slot guy. He's a number 3.
Right. And there have. I'll admit the training camp stuff, they've been raving about Denzel Boston. I guess he's looked really good.
They do this shit every year. Oh, they rave about these people, and then they don't see the fucking field all year. I don't listen to the shit that come out of camp. Like they've been ranting and raving about Tua and Michael Penix. I don't give a fuck. All I want to know is who's going to start. Are they going to be healthy? That's all I care about. I'm gonna fuck about all the other extra shit. So when it comes to that, I mean, I don't believe Jerry Jeudy he's a number 1. He's a slot guy for sure. But they don't have a choice in Cleveland.
My thing is, man, he's a year removed from 1,200 yards. If Deshaun Watson is half of what he used to be, if he can just, because he's been banged up. Last season in particular, if he's half what he used to be, or if Shedeur Sanders takes the smallest step forward from what he showed last year, in the 15th round, there's so many guys going ahead of him that are like total dart throws. And here you got a guy who has put up, yards his whole career, except last year.
I mean, he was pretty decent when Jameis was in Cleveland. So I guess, man, I don't. You seem to be high on
My whole thing is, and I mean, it's close to damn near the end of the draft. What have
Right.
you got?
nothing. I mean,
Right.
shit. You got a good value wide receiver one that low in the draft, and the court again. It's going to be the quarterback situation because we don't know what Deshaun Watson. We don't. Deshaun Watson was healthy until he tore his Achilles,
Right.
and he looked like dog shit. And Shador looked good to the point. He looked good. There were some games where he looked great, and there was other games where he looked like a fucking deer in headlights. So it's a quarterback situation.
It is. But sometimes that's where you find the gold. As I was going through those guys, did anyone pop up to you?
Yeah, Dallas Goedert. The disrespect is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, 11 touchdowns is no joke.
No AJ Brown. No AJ Brown either. Nah,
Yep.
man, don't do that. Don't do that to this man. Dallas Goedert is a great tight end, and he's shown that. There was a number of games where he showed that last year.
Yep.
Yeah. This is gonna be a wild season.
It is. It absolutely is, man. Is there anything else you want to get off your chest before we get out of here?
No, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for the season to start. Preseason, just it's a little slippery. I'm ready for college to start. So
did you catch if he's playing tonight?
yeah, he threw a touchdown.
Oh shit! Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. I think they said, yeah, he threw his first touchdown.
All right.
So, hey, man, my prediction with that is, I think Kirk Cousins is probably going to start the season.
Yep.
And Mendoza's going to end the season.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're going to play. I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to have. He's not going to be a different Kirk Cousins than he was last year. Like. It's not like he's going to turn into Tom Brady this year. So I'm thinking he's probably going to get to like mid-season, and they're going to be like, all right, Tom Brady's going to be like, get him out and put the rookie in and let him finish the season. But
if they look, because they had this statement recently that somebody said in a perfect world, Kirk Cousins will start every game this season. It's like if you had added pieces at wide receiver, and were able to compete this season, then that'd be one thing.
They're not competing this year. You still got Brock Bowers and
right. You might as well let your first overall pick take some lumps and go in next year with some experience under his belt.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Might well let Kirk Cousins sit behind him. Let Kirk Cousins coach him up, and then you get through the year. You put yourself in position to get a big receiver. Because Ashton Jeanty, so you got your tight end position solidified. Yep. Your running back position is solidified. You just need a number one. So I think you let the rookie do his thing. If he can win Rookie of the Year, great. If not, you don't really lose anything. And then you put yourself in a position to get a playmaker next year.
Absolutely.
So, and I think you'll be fine. But you can't put Kirk Cousins in it and make him and try to win games with that receiving core that you have. It's just not gonna fucking work.
Yeah.
So,
and to be honest, like we just saw it last season. Like I don't think it helped Michael Penix any that Kirk Cousins played as long as he did.
None. It didn't help none at all. And then the fact that the year before we were leading the division, and then the fucker dropped 4 or 5 straight games. So he's not going to change. Like the Kirk Cousins you saw last year is going to be the same one you got this year. I think at this point you just be like, all right, we got Kirk, but you're going to sit here. You're going to be his coach, his mentor. When he comes after every drive, I need you to sit here and I need you to coach him up. Whether it was a good drive or a bad drive, I need you to coach him up because that's your job here. But I know the Raiders are a fucked up organization, and I know they like to make stupid decisions. So we know how this is gonna play out with the Raiders.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. That was another episode of Mostly Football. Thanks for I put the questions out today, so thank you guys for responding and giving us some shit to talk about. Really appreciate that. I'll do it again in the future. I mean, like I said, football or non-football, Nate and I, we're essentially open books. I mean, we all have our boundaries, but anything put out there. So let's talk about sports. Let's talk about life, politics, religion, whatever you got.
I'm telling you, I want you to be. I need you to make sure you are aware. The moment that WNBA news breaks, you have an emergency show that night. So just make sure you are aware there will be an emergency show that night because
I will be ready.
We have to get on top of that one.
I will be ready.
But
and let's go ahead and wrap this mother up.
Yes, sir. Well, it was fun. I had fun.
It was fun.